Yeah, we've had a few of these games. Just very disappointing. We just some lopsided games, and we've been on the wrong side of them. But it all starts again on the mound, and just giving up big inning there in the third inning, and you know, uh, just can't seem to get that consistency with the starters, and it makes it very difficult. And we haven't been very good when we've fallen behind a bunch of runs, even though it was early. Just thought our hitters were a little anxious. We got some counts in our favor. It's 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or first pitch, and we were really just getting ourselves out, not swinging at good pitches, getting jammed, rolling over, and that kind of you start pressing. I think is what happens when you're down that many runs. Which really what you need to do is just be disciplined and get on base and create some pressure on the other team, which we weren't able to do a whole lot. I guess a couple times there, but just yeah, that's been our thing. We if we can get good starts from our starters, then we got a chance. But if we don't, it makes it very difficult.
All right, Gino, our first question for you comes from Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, sticking with that with Alex, just what did you see from him? What was he struggling with?
To me, I just Alex's fastball slider guy changes his last pitch, and of course, change really wasn't even in play. His breaking ball wasn't effective, wasn't throwing it for strikes. So now you're taking out everything but a fastball, and even though he's got a good arm, you better really command the fastball. And even still, it's hard because they can just tee off on that pitch. So um, to me, that's kind of sums it up right there.
Also, I was just maybe curious on just the message you had for the team with kind of just with where you guys are at these next few games after today's game. What did you kind of say to the team?
Well, where we're at is we're one game down to Georgia Tech in this series is what they should be thinking about, and which I told them. And the series is still there. I mean, this is we got to find a way to even this thing up tomorrow. And told them I don't want to sound like a broken record because we've been in this position before, but we're gonna have to figure this out. And we need a good outing from our starter, and we need to bullpen's got to pitch good, and be in the game, give us a chance. So uh, got to somehow wipe this away, flush it. It's happened a bunch. I sound like a broken record, but they better mentally be ready to play tomorrow because we can't even it up tomorrow. We have an opportunity to do that, and we need to come out ready with the mindset to do that.
Also, I was just offensively, you touched on tonight in particular, but maybe a big picture thing on the season. Why do you think you guys have struggled to score runs in ACC play? Is there anything you can maybe pinpoint or why it's been such a struggle for you guys?
Um, I'm not sure. Obviously ACC is going to be a little bit more competitive, so you're going to see some better pitching. But just gone through some games where I didn't think the pitching was that great or that dominant. I can't recall too many dominant pitchers that we've come across, but we've made look dominant. I don't have an answer for you, Chris. I know our numbers are a little bit down more, but again, most of our games are in the ACC. Let's face it, this year. But yeah, I don't have an answer why the ACC we're not swinging better. Well, again, it could be in those games we don't swing it well a lot of times because we're down a bunch of runs, and maybe we're pressing. So maybe that's giving you an example of today what happened. But you know, uh, I don't know.
All right, Gino, our last question for you comes from Wyatt Kopelman of UMTV. Wyatt, go ahead.
Yeah, coach, tough loss, but you're turning to Jake Smith on the mound tomorrow, who's pitched a couple of great outings in non-conference play. Just how high are your expectations in order for him to get the team back in the series against the top team in the Coastal Division at the moment?
Well, we just need him to pitch the way he's pitched. He pitched well out of the pen against BC. And then, of course, he pitched pretty good last week. And so we need him to pitch well. This is a good offensive team. We don't expect to shut them out, but we need to give ourselves a chance. And one of the problems we've had this year is we give them in bunches. We don't minimize very well. We give a lot in a very short period of time, and we cannot do that. And Jake's just, we got to hope that Jake, we went into our bullpen a little bit, although not a lot into our deeper guys. But still, we need an outing out of him that we don't have to, We need 5 or 6 innings from him is what we need. I mean, we should be getting 6 innings at least from our starters, but we're not. But we need an outing like that from him, and he's got to be able to command his fastball and his breaking ball. We got to have command of that. He can't be just a one pitch guy. And so, hopefully Jake can do that for us tomorrow.